All right, I'm Dr. Amol Nande. Today we are going to discuss Stephen Boltzmann's law and Rayleigh Jean's law. So we'll start with Stephen Boltzmann's law. Is basically provide a relation between power radiated by emissive power radiated by black body and the temperature of the black body. Joseph Stephen, who is an Austrian scientist, found the relationship between temperature of black body and power output per square. So he observed that the power radiated by the black body is directly proportional to area of the black body, surface area of the black body, and fourth power of the black body temperature. So he came up with the relation P is equal to E sigma A T to the power 4, where P is the again power radiated, E is the emissivity, sigma is the Stephen Boltzmann's constant, and which is equal to 5.67 into 10 to the minus 8 watt per meter square per Kelvin to the power 4. And A is the surface area of black body, T is the temperature of the black body in Kelvin. Generally, we take consider SI units. So, from this relation, it is observed that power radiated per unit area means power per unit square meter is directly proportional to T to the power 4. So how much power radiated by the black body? It depends on the surface area of black body as well as the temperature of the black body. So this is basically Stephen's Boltzmann's law, and we say that power radiated per unit area or per square meter is directly proportional to T to the power 4. So let's see the derivation of Stephen's law using Planck's radiation formula. So we have Planck radiation formula. E lambda is equal to 8 pi sc divided by lambda to the power 5 1 e to the power sc by lambda kt minus 1. So if we need total energy density, we have to integrate the above equation from 0 to infinity. Therefore, E total is equal to integration over 0 to infinity E lambda d lambda is equal to integration 0 to infinity 8 pi sc divided by lambda to the power 5 1 divided by to the power sc by lambda kt minus 1. Alright, so you can take this 8 pi sc common and you will left with in integration 0 to infinity 1 by lambda to the power 5 1 divided by to the power sc divided by lambda kt minus 1 d lambda. Alright, so let us label this equation as equation 1. Put x is equal to sc by lambda kt, therefore lambda is equal to sc by x kt. Therefore dx is equal to sc divided by kt minus 1 lambda square d lambda. This implies d lambda is equal to sc by kt minus 1 x square dx. So if you take a mod of d lambda, so you left with sc by kt dx by x square. So if you put this term as a x, then lambda is equal to sc by x kt, and this d lambda is equal to sc by kt dx by x square. So we come up with formula. As I said, if we take mod of this one, so we left with d lambda sc by kt 1 by x square dx. So अगर अपन ने सब रखे, so what we left, we come up with and formula E total is equal to 8 pi sc into क्या हो जाएगा kt sc to the power 4 integration over 0 to infinity x cube 1 by to the power x minus 1 dx. So again we know the mathematical relation, this integral term 0 to infinity x cube 1 upon e to the power x minus 1 dx is nothing but pi to the power 4 divided by 15. Alright, so we can put this one to the above equation, and we left with E total is equal to 8 pi square by 15 k to the power 4 s cube c cube 2 to the power 4. Alright, so if you put A is equal to 8 pi square 15 k to the power s3 cube c cube in the above equation, in this equation, then our relation reduces to E total is equal to A t to the power 4. So energy density means total energy is nothing but power radiated per unit area is directly proportional to T to the power 4. This is nothing but our Stephen's law or Stephen's Boltzmann's law. Alright, so E total energy is nothing but power radiated per unit area, and clearly this equation signifies that is directly proportional to fourth power of the temperature. and in very first slide we saw that this is nothing but our Stephen's law or Stephens-Boltzmann's law. So let's move towards our second relation, that is Rayleigh-Jeans law. In Rayleigh-Jeans law, this is the experimental result and this is theoretical result. So at very high temperature, our experimental result supposed to be coincide for theoretical result. Alright, so if you see that this portion higher wavelength is similar to the curvature obtained from Rayleigh-Jeans law. So at short wavelength, there was a major disagreement between Rayleigh-Jeans law and experiment. This is short wavelength. So in this figure up to 2000 nanometer, you can see that there is no at all matching with Rayleigh-Jeans law classical behavior. So up to this point, there is complete disagreement between experimental result and Rayleigh-Jeans law. The Rayleigh-Jeans law for radiance based on the classical physics, as I said, and it is given by E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi lambda to the power 4 kt d lambda. What did I say? E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi lambda to the power 4 kt d lambda. So this match become known as ultraviolet catastrophe. So if someone asks you what is ultraviolet catastrophe, so you can say that at shorter wavelength there was a major disagreement between Rayleigh-Jeans law and experimental result. And all right, so this ultraviolet catastrophe or the at higher value of wavelength, the experimental result matches with the classical physics or the Rayleigh law of radiance. This is nothing but your Rayleigh-Jeans law. The equation of Rayleigh-Jeans law is nothing but E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi lambda to the power kt d lambda. Let's find out how we can derive this one using Planck radiation formula. So again, we have Planck's formula for wavelength d lambda is equal to d lambda 8 pi sc lambda to the power 5 1 by e to the power sc by lambda kt minus 1 d lambda. Let's again label it as a 1. So when lambda is very large, means this value nearly become 1. So in this situation, we can say that the e to the power sc by lambda kt is nearly equal to 1 plus sc by lambda kt plus 1 by 2 factorial sc by lambda kt whole square and so on. So we can neglect higher order terms. So we left with e to the power lambda by kt is nearly equal to 1 plus sc by lambda kt. So therefore equation 1 becomes E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi sc lambda to the power 5 1 by sc by lambda kt d lambda. If you solve it, you get E lambda d lambda 8 pi lambda to the power 4 kt d lambda. So very first so this is nothing but our Rayleigh-Jeans law. So Rayleigh-Jeans law is basically applicable when we consider lambda is very high. So you can say that for higher value of wavelength, Planck radiation law is agree with Rayleigh-Jeans law. All right. So that's all for this lecture. As well as you know, with this lecture, we're almost done with radiation physics. I will add couple of revision lectures and we will finish with radiation physics. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice time. And as I said before ending this one, if you have any doubt, you know where to find me. Just text me on my mobile or my email ID in previous lectures. You can easily find it out. With this, have a nice time. And if you have any difficulties, just let me know.